Hello, enchantresses. So today I want to share a little bit about being authentic and not authentic. So, in light of the Fuck Your Fears challenge, and whenever you're watching this, it is the perfect time to start to witness yourself when you are authentic and when you're not, and how you can tell the difference is something that will come up over time. It's a total practice, which means you might have created a habit of being inauthentic at certain times to create some kind of comfort in your body, some kind of way to bypass the garbage. And I'm here to take a stand for you that in any given moment, you can tune into what's actually happening for you and find a way to speak it and to find a way to remove yourself so that you don't get stuck in any situations that start to spiral out of control where you just don't feel aligned, you don't feel it's right, you feel scared, afraid, or you just feel bitter and resentful. And then you start to make yourself wrong. So part of me wants to say all these things very slow because the fear that we have, that most people have, is based on the subconscious. It's based on the things that you don't even realize are going on for you. The patterns of self sabotage, like dating unavailable men, always finding work that feels shitty, meeting the same type of friendship, relationship pattern time and time again. And that is shadow because you don't see it. And maybe someone else could see it, but it's one of the hardest things to tell somebody you love. And you know what? Most of the time, when somebody does tell you, if it's a pattern that's being repeated, you don't listen. Perfect example is the friend that always dates the guy that doesn't call her back. Always. And the same pattern when she meets him, she's so excited, he's amazing, everything's great on paper, and he doesn't call. But she starts to think like, what if I do this? What if I go on Facebook and he sees that I liked it? What if he likes someone else's post? Like that kind of friend who's always tracking, or maybe that's you, because that was me. So that kind of shadow, if somebody tells you like this guy isn't for you don't listen. I never listened. I would just get hurt time and time again. And so part of the issues and the situations that we talk about in Fuck Your Fears is relationship, is communication, is your outside self, how you present yourself to the world. So we do look at beliefs, but there's action involved. This is no regular therapy class. It's definitely therapeutic, and you show up how you show up. So how you show up in this challenge, in this, mini series, is how you show up in life. So if all of a sudden you're busy and you can't get the thing started and I wonder if that's familiar, or you sign up, you start out really amazing and then you fall off the track. So if you're attracted to this, it's because you want to be more authentic. And you may not even know what that is yet. Because as children and as young adults, we are programmed by the people that love us the most to live like they do. It's just natural. It's what happens. And so what I find when someone's inauthentic, it brings up anger in me, like high levels of being annoyed and like, and also really uncomfortable. Like I start to contract and I go into this mode of like, I'm responsible for this person. They're so annoying. So one way could be we are in a restaurant and the person I'm out to eat with will not send back food. Like the waitress delivers it. And then she's like, oh, I don't eat this. What should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, just let them know you don't eat it. And then when the waitress comes back, that person says, no, everything's fine. I feel like, and why is that? It's because I used to use my inauthenticity as a shield to deal with the truth. So if something was uncomfortable, if I was in a work situation, and when I used to be a school teacher And somebody would say, "Oh, can you come in extra early?" And I was worried that I wasn't doing a good job, or I was having thoughts of not really wanting to be there. I would feel guilty and say, "Sure, I can come in early." And then as soon as I left, I would be so pissed at myself, at them, and it would feel horrible and I wouldn't want to go. Um, Another example, I was on a date once and I was feeling really dark. I don't know. I was just feeling really not attracted, annoyed. And when I tuned into what was happening, the guy was talking about somebody's death, like a friend's mother, or friend's mother had passed away. And he was being joyful and doing this little dance with his body. And I was like, you know, I feel really intense about death. And for him to be being like jovial about it was annoying to me. And I'm sure he was doing that because I was getting darker and darker and he was trying to resist that. I don't blame him. But I just couldn't handle it. I was like, I have to go. And he wanted to walk me to my car. And I was like, no, I have to go. And I think he started to be very sad and cried a little bit. And then I felt horrible. But it's very difficult for me at this stage in my life to be around inauthenticity because I know there's a pain under it once I get past my own trigger on it. When you're being inauthentic, you are putting yourself out of first place. And that is a problem. When you put yourself out of first place, it actually hurts your soul. It can create anxiety. It can create anything that has to do with you being you. And as I'm speaking to you, I hear a cat screaming, and I have a little doggy, Cooper. And I know he'll go fight at the door. So I have to give him attention as we're speaking. So where do you do that little like, like that little nervous laugh? Pay attention to that. Where do you say, "Oh no, that's fine, it's okay," when somebody checks in with you and you just kind of blow it off? Where do you feel contracted in your body or hide? Or where do you think right away, how am I going to tell them no? What does that feel like in your body? Does your heart start to race? Do you feel at blame? Do you feel like a fraud? Do you feel like someone's going to actually find out how much shit you're full of? I have been through all of that, which is why I'm really excited about the challenge, but also the invitation to look at yourself of when you feel inauthentic. What do you do? Do you eat? Do you talk gossip? Do you blame? Do you shame? Because that keeps you separated from love, love of yourself, and the wholeheartedness of it. There's many people that talk about fear, Oprah, Brene Brown, Abiola Abrams. But that fear for a lot of women is the notion that I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet, so I can't do it. I'm not ready to have that conversation with that relationship person. I'm not ready to start my business. I'm not ready to put on a bathing suit. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm getting ready to get ready. I know that so well. And so all the clients I work with are so adorable. They're like always getting ready to get ready. And I'm here to say, now is the time. I can joke around and keep this really light, but I know that you're suffering inside. And if you're watching this up until now, I'm aware that you might be pissed off that I'm saying you, but I know it's true because I'm really talking to myself. And when I say that, I'm talking to myself in past years. So I say it with full confidence and conviction. You can find ways to be authentic. You can be awkward. You can be weird. You can be nervous. You can be stuttering. You can be different. And you can be crazy. And I say that with love because it's the crazy that means you're feeling your feelings. And society has told us it's way better to be numb. Like, why don't you numb out? And then you can be the beautiful girl. Like all that. If you understand where I'm coming from and you want this kind of support, I would love to know in the comments below. Of course, reach out to me, but also in the comments below, what would you like to share about your fear? Are you a fearful person? Yes or no? That's a good question. And then you can also take the fear quiz, the Enchanted Fear Quiz, and really see what's up with you. Do it very quickly. Don't spend too much time in one place. And I love to know your answers because it's so good to know that once you share where you are in your fears, something about it gets transmuted, something about it shifts just by sharing it. So, Enchantresses, I wish you a great day of authenticity. Cooper's going to go fight with the cat now when I let him go. And if you haven't already joined the Awkward Enchanted Coven, the free Facebook group, please do so. All right, bye for now.